if everything's working. Any second now. Testing, hello. It's working, fantastic. And YouTube test, hello. Okay, YouTube is working too. I think YouTube is, for some reason, even faster, but whatever. Let's delete the old message. I should probably start deleting the old message after the stream is over, but I never remember that. Let's go. So I'm on OBS here. I'm on this stuff. All right, so what I got done in the past day is getting the skills to finally work with, and this is actually not in the current game, so other people can now see skills once I push this update live, which it's not going to be pushed live until everything is done. Well, almost everything. But yeah, so now the client to server to client communication is set up. I will need people to test this out when I do push it live, and like essentially not necessarily stress test. I do need to do a stress test too, but that's more of our Roblox server thing. I'll need to do a stress test. I'll need to do like just a naughty boy test to see if anybody tries to exploit anything. I want to make sure that first of all it's not really exploitable to any meaningful degree, and second of all to make sure that if someone does do something like visually or something, or messes with something on the client side, that it doesn't impact everyone else. And also, I want to make sure that unless they actually change something in the code on the server side, I want to make sure it doesn't break their client either. Or even if you do something by accident, I want to make sure it doesn't break the client. Which, as my experience with what happened before, when I've been releasing before, is likely there's going to be problems that do end up breaking the client and or the server just by accident. So I want to make sure those are handled. So I will leave like 2 days to a week of like aggressive actual testing while I'm working on getting the next area out. And that's going to happen after I'm done, probably in a few days' time, after I'm done with what I'm working on now. Today is going to be, as the title says, auras and elements. Aura visuals are pretty much done. Just have to get them in the game. Elements, damage, and effects have to be done now. I will be adding the water and earth elemental effects, and I'll be re-adding the fire and wind elemental effects that were done on the server side before. They'll still be, they will still be done on the server side, I think. Something's gonna be. I'll make sure it's good. The pushback was kind of awkward, but I kind of want to make it so that all moves push back. We'll see about that. Auras are gonna be interesting because I need to make it so that if you change your element while you're using an aura, I want to make sure the aura is removed. I also have to add back the aura indicator on the top right over here. So let's work on that. Get it done. So we go here. Now, because I finally got this client to server stuff working, like I ran one final test before the stream started. So because I finally got this working, I think I'm going to get the menu click stuff working. Because for some reason I just never put them back into the game. It's been a month and I haven't put it back, so I can't actually click any of the icons. And that's going to be done in main GUI script. Let's go back. This was the server. The server is the important stuff on the server is done. Actually, the stuff I keep adding is like these little functions here and there, and I add them one at a time. Client is the important one. Okay, so save button is done. Oh, am I? Yeah, save button is done. This stuff is done. Update keybinds is done. All right. Player GUI, main GUI, bottom frame, menu activated. So this is the actual menu to pull up all of the other menus. I'm going to copy this. This is probably going to go into the initialize script, which is probably on the bottom here somewhere. It's not. What? Oh, I have an import. Okay, oh, here it is. Okay. So import tables, that's fine. And initialize has to be run in addition to that. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Player GUI, main GUI, menu, bottom bar frame menu. I'm probably going to set some local stuff here, although I don't think this is going to be required anywhere else. So this is probably not going to be a local value. Where's main GUI? It's nowhere. Bottom frame menu. All right, this is what we're going to do for all of these. It's going to be local main GUI. Going to replace that with that. Oh, what? We're going to replace that with main GUI. Okay. That's slightly less painful to look at. We're going to do menu. Main GUI dot menu. Self dot GUI dot menu active. Okay, perfect. Well, it's bottom frame menu. I'll have to look at the starter GUI again. Today is not going to be a big GUI day, but I do have to touch on it, unfortunately. I know these are usually very, very boring times. Bottom frame menu. I'll change this to menu button. Change this to menu button so it's easier to kind of tell what's what. Menu button activated. because I'll actually make the menu something else. It's going to be GUI main GUI instead of bottom frame. It's going to be just straight up menu. Straight up. All right. Cool. And this is going to be self.gui.menu. Self.services.user input service. Input began. So what I have to do here actually is look into the right-click code, which I don't think I have a separate module for it, although maybe I should have a separate module for it. I thought I made a separate module for it. Stat UI, skill set, pickup parts, NPC movement. Yeah, this is, R is down below, so this doesn't really work. I'm pretty sure I was thinking of making. Yeah, because right-click options are here. I'm going to do it because there's going to be a few things that you'll be able to right-click, and I kind of want to have like a centralized place I can go to. So we're going to do this. Down here is going to be new module client right-click dot luau. Local self is equal to table return self. Okay. And now to get started, I'll do this. Function self dot right click options, function self dot import tables, services, modules, folders, and remotes. And what are we going to need? We're going to need modules, definitely. Self.modules is equal to modules. Let's put that up here. Modules is equal to nil. Oh yeah, I do need remotes too. Remotes is equal to nil. Self.remotes is equal to nil. Oh, remotes. There you go. Hey, what's going on, Snotty? How you doing today? How are you doing? I'm probably just going to get rid of all of this, actually. So working on some GUI stuff now, but I should hopefully be able to get out of this quick. I just wanted to get the menu working really quick. I'm doing okay. As always, I kind of wish I can get more done, but it's just stuff just piles on. And when I say stuff piles on, I mean there's like a lot of stuff that while I'm doing things, it just more stuff either results in an error or something doesn't work, it doesn't even give me an error. I have to figure out what's going on. It takes like a half hour to figure out why it's not doing what I want it to do. But ultimately, I got what I wanted to get working. So, and it's actually something that's not in the game currently. What I got working is skills now appear on all other clients. So if you use a skill, other players can see you using the skill too. So that's fantastic. So today I'm just gonna really quick. I'm gonna get the menu thing working, which currently works in game. It's just I never redid it. So once I get the menu thing working, I'm gonna go back to doing the auras and element stuff. So I'll be finishing the element stuff and updating auras, because the current way that auras are handled in the game are a very old and very bad way to do it. Alright, so we got that. So here's the thing. This is based on module client inventory. Oh, this is only in 2 places. Okay. So that's fine. This is self.modules.module client inventory. Dot variables. Okay. Local inventory is equal to self.module client inventory. Okay. Inventory. I'll do capital I. Yeah, capital I here. Inventory module. All right, anything I'm not really working on, I'll minimize. Oh, I'll be doing the equipment unequip thing too after I finish the auras and equipment situation. I don't think I'll be able to finish the auras and equipment today though, I don't think I'll be able to finish the auras and elements today because I have to actually create the new element stuff, which I have already created I've created models for the water and the earth. I might change the water one. We'll see. I think I might make water a bubble with a little plus sign in it, because that would make more sense, right? All right, let's make sure. Okay, so the rest of this should kind of work. Modules, okay. Yeah, it looks like this should kind of sort of work. Let me do this. Look for the red right-click options. This is going to be self.modules.module client right click dot right click options. Okay. Or just options. I'm going to do instead of right click options. It's in the right click module, so it is going to be right click options. Let's see if that breaks anything. I'll show off the skills really quick too after I confirm right click works. Yep, right click works. So I got the fire, change it to water, change it to earth, change it to air. I have to heal up, change it to neutral. Then I've got the neutral beam, or the neutral magic ball, fire magic ball, water magic ball, earth magic ball, and wind magic ball. I might increase the speed of those. Oh, also, I've got the... Oh, this is going to change a little bit because I still have to make sure the... what's it called? The effects work correctly. But I've got the bow. The bow is finally working. I still have the damage box on the bow, but... the bow visuals are working. And it's not like one long thing. It's an actual arrow that detects if anything is in its area. Is cool. All right, so right click does seem to work. Let me make sure it works here too. Let's drop, pick up. Yep. Let's use... I do have to make sure that these, like there's something going on with the GUI, what's it called? GUI display order that I definitely have to change. Because it's messing with the right click options. It's also messing sometimes when you're like dragging items or skills onto the keybinds. Sometimes it messes with that too. I have to make sure that's not annoying. One sec. Jeez, Henry's making me all nervous here. He's messaging in the Discord server. All right, I gotta do work. Henry likes to do this sometimes, where he like distracts me on purpose. All right. Although I think it's because I think he's on his phone right now, so he can't really join the Discord, or not Discord. He can't really join the Twitch effectively. That's okay. All right, so right-click stuff seems to work fine. Let's make sure. Where am I doing this? Oh, this is inventory. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Activated, and what I'm looking for specifically is. Oh, that's still here. So let me move this here. Where's right click again? Henry, I'm working. I need to get this thing at least in a workable state by next Tuesday in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, I'll feel even worse than I do now. All right, here it is. Hey, what's going on, Bob? Snowing already. Nice. Snow is amazing. I love snow. All right, we got here. This is what I'm looking for. The click connection. Oh, I do this like super manually here. Awkward. And I have to do... I think I'm going to do the same thing, actually. If I do this, though, I'm going to have to do... What is it? Local handle menu click. It's equal to function action name input state input object. Can you oil fork? Wait, what? I can't do the same stuff, man. I can't multitask. I'm not that smart. Anything else? No. All right. Input object and task dot defer function. Is this the best way to write this? Absolutely not. I could probably put the task dot defer before this. That way it doesn't. Yeah. What is this? Where is this? Oh, it's because of that. Yeah. So I think I might actually kind of have to do this. It's whatever. It's okay. Are we still friends, Tyler the Creator? I didn't even watch Tyler the Creator. I don't even know what's going on. I gotta see another one of those guys that... Yeah, I didn't really ever pay attention to him. Always heard of him, never cared. Wish him the best, though. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to copy, paste, and then change as necessary. We are going to have... Oh. Jesus. Okay. So these connections never really have to be called again. Only when you actually right click. So I can just do like local. Menu. Actually, I think I will create a thing over here. I'll do connections is equal to table. Because I want... Actually, should all of those just have connections by default and then I just make it live or not live? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So the only... Okay. So the reason why I have right-click connections here is because those change, but these aren't going to change. So I actually am going to go back on my word. I don't need these connections because I don't need to disconnect them at any point in time. The only connection I do need to disconnect is the connection that gets rid of the menu when you click off of it. But that can just be done here. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Would have had a... What are you talking about, Bob? You're going to have to clarify. Because I hope that just came out wrong. Read what you said again. Oh, you know what? Oh, actually no. That's just because of... Never mind. You might not see it. So, the last word of your chat is snotty alien, but that came out on another line from where I see the chat. So, it looks like the last word in your chat is off. So, read that again without reading the last word. Because I was reading that, I'm like, what the fuck? The hell is wrong with you? I get it now, though. Alright, so we've got a context action service, unbind action, close, right. Right, that's what it is. I'm going to do the same thing here, except it's going to be handle menu, and this is going to, instead of close right click GUI, it's going to be handle menu click. Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't checked that, although I probably should add things you can do with the channel points. I just don't know what it would be. Not yet, at least. When the game pops up, if the game pops off, then some of those channel points could be cool. Oh wow, thanks, Snotty. And Bop's happy. He's got another month. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna remove these connections. Bob's gonna worship at your feet now. It's good stuff. Good stuff. You don't know what you just invited upon yourself. Okay, so we're gonna unbind, and then remove connection is what I want to do, really. Because click connect. Right. Actually, do I want this to be... I think I might want this to be in the right-click GUI. Or the right-click script, actually. So I'll probably move this. Yeah, let me do that. I'll move this into here. And I just have to slightly modify a few of these things. It's going to be function self dot click, and then this is going to just change to a local function. Local function options. No, it's already there. Okay, so same thing that I did up here has to happen down here. Oh, I do need services. So let's go services is equal to nil. Amazing. And over here, self.services is equal to services. And the reason why I wanted to move this here is because I can put connections here now. Oh, wait, no. What did I do? Okay, it's still here. Is right-click connections and right-click functions... what about just connections in general? Oh. So I'm going to copy this and delete this and save. Right-click connections, right-click functions. Okay, so I actually got rid of quite a few red underlines here. Okay. I forget what this is, but we'll find out in a sec, I guess. It's just self.rightclick. Oh, it's just the actual image, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. And down here we have to change this to self. Okay. Self.modules.module client right click. Module client right click. Hopefully there's no weird things in there. Cool. So go back here. All right, so the only errors now are with this thing, which is expected because I haven't actually gone over that yet. That's going to be done in the equipment part. All right, let's just double check to make sure right click is still working. Nope. What'd I do? Self connections nil with right click connections. What? Oh wait, module client manage UI script 73. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because of over here. Yeah. All right, let's comment that out so we don't get an error. We're just trying right click connections right now. Oh. Oh, it's just click. Where's the... There should be a red... Oh, it's because of that. Okay. So I have to go back to inventory, just change this to click. All right. I have not, no. At least I don't think I have. Do you know what is that supposed to do exactly? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Okay. So that works now. Go back to right click. Handle menu click. This is when it's actually opened. So let's do local function. Initialize close menu. I could probably just copy and paste this here. Oh yeah, no. I think I was either reading or watching something about that. No, in my game actually, it's the exact opposite of all that stuff. I have in my settings. Make this a little bigger so you can see. I've actually turned off filtering enabled. I think. So is it workspace? Streaming enabled. So I've turned off streaming enabled, which is like the opposite of that. It means that everything loads. In the future, I might turn this back on and deal with the errors that show up. The problem with turning this off right now, the problem with turning this on right now are actually my teleportation points. If I turn this on and I try to teleport in like certain spots on the bottom of the map, it'll error out because it can't find the other spot because it doesn't exist. Because I handle teleportation on the client because it doesn't matter if I handle it on the client, and because it doesn't matter, I just do it. If I handle it on the server, then it would probably be fine, which I could probably just change it, make it like that to fix it, essentially. But it's not the biggest issue in the world right now. I'll deal with that when I start trying to like really optimize what people see, because I'm also gonna have to make it so like what I was just working on, the skills, I'll have to make it so that it also, so in addition to not firing if the player doesn't want to see skills, I also want to make sure soon that it doesn't fire if the player that is using the skill is too far away from the player. So if you're on the bottom and a player on the top is using a skill, I don't necessarily want a remote to fire to the player on the bottom to say, hey, this guy used a skill. I think that would be a little bit too much. I will need to kind of stress test to see eventually how many players can be using a skill at the same exact time in the same exact place before the server and the clients kind of get a little bit wonky. It's probably less than I want it to be, but whatever. We're going to try with 50 to start. As long as I can get 50 people in the game at the same time. I guess we can try to start out with 5 at the same time first, although I don't think there will be any issues with 5. Move us to 10 afterward. We'll see. We'll make it make sense. Anyway, back to this. So what I want to happen here, when it is activated, when the menu button is activated, I make it visible. And I'm just going to do this. Well, while I test, I'll do this. Initialize close menu. Bop, that's because you agreed that what I said was correct. You agreed it. You agreed to it. I mean, it took you like 2 days, but you eventually was like, okay, fine. Yeah, it's weird that it is like lagging. You see? And I don't care if the damn event game had the same problem. They also had some kind of issue with their code then. Like, come on. Come on now. And everybody agrees that they had some kind of issue with their code too. It's not like I was the only one. Do you know how many things Roblox makes that I'm looking at like, why, what are they, what? No. So many things. So many things. I mean, not many things I could point out immediately off the top of my head, mainly because I don't want to. But yeah, I could make like a rant video about that. Like Roblox has to update so many things. Definitely not doing things optimally, at least not in my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter for much though, because I'm still not at their level, I guess. So if self GUI visible is true, defer, and then we make it false. Yeah, so basically, we just do self GUI menu visible equals false. I think that's it. Just as simple as that. Doing really quick test. Go into the game. Beautiful. Click the menu button. Did I ever save the code? It looks like I did. Oh, that's not what that did. Okay, sorry. I have to do this again. I go here. Open. And I press another button and it closes. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's working fine. I have to create the click connection completely separately. It's mildly aggravating, but we'll make it work. Yeah, this is Rojo. Well, it's VS Code, but I'm using Rojo to get the codes in. That is correct. Click connection. Where am I? Oh, because it's never there. Right, okay. Should I have this click connection be active at all times, or menu click connection is equal to nil? I think I won't have it active all times. I think that would be dumb. Okay, sure. What are your two questions? Oh, jeez. Self menu click connection. All right. Make folders, scripts inside that are in Studio 2. How about this? I'm going to try to tell you as quickly as possible now, but you kind of reminded me that that is a good topic to make an actual video on. I'll make a video on YouTube about that. Because now that I think about it, learning how to modify the JSON code to get the appropriate folders out of Roblox or from here into Roblox was a pain in the ass to actually learn exactly how that works. So basically what you have to do... by the way, what's your second question before I move on to this? Because this might take like a few minutes. I'm going to keep doing this while you type out your second question. Just so I just want to answer the quicker one first, essentially. Self.menu buttons is equal to table. That is extensions. I use the Luau language server thing here. So that one, just look up Luau language server. It should look exactly like this, and that should be the one. Oh. I can try to make a guide from the bottom up to make to yeah, but they're probably gonna be split into a few different videos because I don't want to overwork Bop because I'm having Bop edit my videos for me for now. I'm gonna try to make relatively quick videos about them. But yeah, so this is how to get the actual Luau language. If you use this though, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to change all of the extensions for like the modules and scripts and everything to Luau instead of Lua. Now that was the quick answer because that was the easier one. Now for the a little bit more complicated one. I mean, make the names of these whatever you want. It doesn't really matter what you name these. I mean, the ones down here matter because they'll show up in Roblox. Up here they're like starter player. I'm pretty sure the name here doesn't actually matter. What does matter is in the JSON code, which is where is it? Dang it. Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. Default project JSON. So this is your friend here. This is also your enemy because this is what makes or breaks everything. There's a few things you need here. It sends me like an hour. Yeah, sorry, Bap. Again, I won't do that to you again. If I have like a very long video to edit, I'll just do it myself. Anyway, we got. This is what I do. So you have your main tree, class name, data model. That's fine. This is how I have it set up to look the way I want it to look. Starter GUI is going to be. This is the path. The path is what you have here. Source to the folder. It is very important that if there's like any additional things within this folder that you want, just do the primary head folder. Anything underneath is going to confuse the crap out of it. And this becomes important with starter player. I'm not going to go into that too much because it will confuse things. This one I could probably just change to starter player and then have that. Yeah. Again, this is how I have it set up. I don't really want to get too into it because there's like little things here and there that could mess things up. I usually, for everything, I do this ignore unknown instances to true. I usually do this mainly because if I do anything in the in Roblox, I generally want to keep it, and if I don't, I will delete it myself. If you don't put this here, it'll assume it's false, and anything that's not in VS Code, it will delete from Roblox. If you want to learn a little bit of VS Code, you could do that and just have everything in VS Code. But if you do that, you're gonna have to learn how to like actually write in JSON a little bit. I did it. I will not do it again. It was very, very annoying when I was doing it. Like I needed to get exact. Like I had my entire starter GUI in JSON for a while. Like literally every size, every position, everything for the GUI was in here. And after a while, I just was like, okay, this is way too annoying, way too complicated. I'm not doing this anymore. Also, I just realized there's an extra tab over here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, storage, yeah. For down, I could probably just make this the starter player. Or actually, no, I can't, right? Why can't I? There was a reason for this. I guess it's because of starter human. I mean, no, it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't really matter. Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah, I know why. The reason is because Roblox has these are default folders: starter character scripts and starter player scripts, and I'm pretty sure you can't get rid of them. So you need to have them feed into it like this. Yes, that is exactly why it keeps deleting your things. Make sure you have ignore unknown instances set to true if you don't want it to delete your things. Again, I'll make I will. This is something that I can make a video on, and I think like one or two other people have made a video on this, but they're like a little bit old, a lot outdated when it comes to some of the programs they want to install. Um, like one of them's still using Foreman, which I don't think Foreman's really a thing much anymore. Uh, I mean, the way I transfer things from Roblox is I just copy and paste it. So it depends on what script. Like a lot of the core scripts you can't even really see. Um, but some of the other scripts that like are default Roblox, yeah, you can copy and paste easily. All right, I'm gonna close out of this JSON thing because it's already given me a headache. I've had to deal with the JSON thing so much that I'm sick and tired of it. One of these days, maybe I'll show exactly what my code looked like before when I was using JSON. Oh, also, like not VS Code with JSON had this weird problem where like you couldn't connect certain fonts. So like I couldn't use certain fonts. I couldn't make things bold or italic the way I wanted to. I would have to do that manually, and that was a real pain in the ass. That's why eventually I just created a script that changed all of the fonts to a certain uh, font, I guess. Anyway, going back to these menu buttons. So this is going to be local menu buttons. All right, I'm not going to manually do this. What I'm going to do is for I comma v in underscore comma button. Go for it, man. That's what I do when I get a fresh PC, and I don't have it from like like if the next PC I get, I'm actually probably gonna try. Correction. As long as the next PC I get is not gotten because one of my other PCs broke. If one of my other PCs broke, I'm gonna have to just buy a new PC that's like Windows probably because I don't want to have to deal with it. But if I get a new PC and it's for the purpose of just improving the overall workflow and everything, I'm gonna try to make it Linux based. I'm gonna try to make everything Linux based, probably using Ubuntu or whatever it is, and see if I can get things working that way. It'll be not only a good learning experience, but should probably help with a few other things. So, all right. self.gui.menu get children do if button is a image button, then yeah, no, that's I'm the same way. Although the thing is sometimes when you download things, they specifically download into like your program files, and then your program files end up being all messed up. Like, gotta find the weird obscure places and the weird named things that they put things in. Like, good luck trying to uninstall Norton antivirus from your PC. By the way, if you've ever had Norton antivirus, you're never getting rid of that. It hides itself in like weird cookies that aren't in the cookies folder. All right, if it's an image button, then actually, I don't even need to do this. Menu. Yeah, I don't even need to do this because I have menu up here already. All I really need to do is where's these under? What did I do? I broke it. If then end. Oh, okay, that's what I did. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked I didn't see that before. Whatever. Antivirus should want to be hidden. No. Viruses want to be hidden. Antiviruses should not want to be. Like, what do they want to be hidden from? They shouldn't want to be hidden from the user. I don't know. I feel like there's a better way to do that than stuffing it in some obscure corner of your PC. Like, people are gonna find it eventually. It just takes time. Like, and once anyone knows where it's held, it's like, okay, that's where it is. It's not like it randomizes anything. All right, so I have this now. 4 underscore comma v in GUI position do. Self.gui.menu. And this is just going to be whatever that menu is. I want to open it. That's what it is. I can move this here now. Close that. close that. Oh, you know what? Let's go to client toolbox. Would it be here? Yes, kind of. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, no, it's not awkward, actually. No, this is fine. I just need to see what they're called here. Oh, I literally called them... Okay. Should I call these differently? Maybe. Maybe I should. Hmm. Actually, this is kind of a problem elsewhere. Because these are the actual menu items. Alright, so the way I look these up is... Well, let me look in the keybinds. This is actually going to be in the keybinds, oddly enough. Or it should be in the keybinds. Not the use item bind. It's bind all keybinds. But I use... Alright, GUI. Activate menu. Self-activate menu button. Action name. Okay. That's what we're looking for. So this was the old way of activating the menu button. The new way has to be kind of the opposite of this. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to sit down. Alright, that kind of hurt, actually. I was moving the mic, and the way the mic stand is there's like there's two metal poles that are like that allow me to move it. But when you move it a certain way, those poles like go closer together, and I put my finger in between that. Not very smart. Not very smart. Are you saying I should stop talking? Is that what you're telling me right now? Make it loud. I can't make it louder. I would literally have to be talking into the mic like this. I'm so close to the mic right now. I'm actually in fear of, like, eating it. Perfect. Oh my god. Maybe there's some weird setting change I can just look at somewhere to make it more accommodating for me. Anyway, Bop, really quick, what do you think about the new auras? Well, the new, they're old auras, but this is the regular magic aura. That's just the regular. It's just the circles. That's the air one. Yeah, kind of looks like a flower in the middle. And it's a fire one. I like the fire one a lot, actually. Then the water one. A fan of the water one. And then earth, which I could probably do a little better with earth too. Looks like, yeah. I mean, the way I think of it is it has to come from somewhere, and I don't want it to just come from thin air, so I have it coming from little, like, earth particles. Also, I'm pretty sure I changed this, so I have no idea why it's still doing it. And this is important, because I haven't actually put the auras I was going to do later today. Wait, what? Where's the auras? Select. Oh, I have them all here? Okay, that's weird. Let's go to humanoid root part, aura, circle, rising is where it's from, so dirt. Yeah, that's where I had it before. Why did it move up? Okay. Hope that doesn't move up again. That would be concerning. But yeah, so now it's actually at your feet. And moving up. Yeah, I like that. I was thinking of adding, like, smaller rocks. So let me actually try that now. So this is going to be 4. This is going to be 5. Change all of these to a rate of 5. So have it be less. But 4 and 5, we're going to make it so that the size... Wait. 2 and 3 actually changes size. Actually, they probably should change size, honestly. This could go down to 2. Close. And then 4 and 5 should start at either start at 2 and go down to 1, or start at like 1.5 and go down to 0.5. Oh, but if that's the case, then they're like in the center. Awkward. To 1.5. Yeah, I like that. Or like random things flying around. I like that a lot, actually. Anything else I want to do to this before I keep moving? to the actual thing I'm working on. I think that's okay for now. I can make any changes later. I did like the idea of for each one of these having the base circle be a thing, which I'm going to keep that a thing because I like that a lot. All right. Wait a minute. Let me see something here. Why are... Okay, Z offset is 5, so that should be fine. Oh, spread angle is 30, though. You should probably be like... Oh, 15 will make it awkward, though, no? Oh, no. It has to be 30, 0. That's what it is. Okay. Versus 0, 30 will make it all... Oh, wait, no. Is this the one? How does this... Okay, so X... Yes, it should be 30, 0. Wait, what? Which one? Brown, blue, red, yellow / orange, white, or clear. This one? This is supposed to be the level up aura, eventually. I haven't actually finished making this because this is the thing that I wanted someone else to make, but someone else fell through, so they didn't make it for me. Very, very upset about that. I mean, this would only... That's the thing. This would only happen for, like 1 to 2 seconds max. Like, every time you level up, I would want it to, like, expand and, like, kind of explode in fireworks. I have a bunch of the things ready to make it. It's just to actually make it, I'm probably going to have to, like, sit down on Saturday or something. Yeah, so these are awesome. And then when I make the wood element, I'll use like the same kind of thing where there's gonna be like earth down here and the branches will become... I have a plan. Anyway. Yes, wood. Must I go back to my planned elements chart again? Didn't you see like all 50 of them or whatever? It's not 50, but where was it? Find these things. I have no idea where I put this. It would be here somewhere, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, wood. There's plans for like wood. There's plans for blood. Although I might not be able to do blood if I want to maintain a PG-9 rating or whatever it is. There's plans for... There's light plans for light and dark, but that's probably going to be later. Where was it? No. Was it here? No. Oh no, this is like up to date element stuff. Actually, no, this is not up to date. This is old element stuff. This is element stuff I don't like. Where? Oh, it's like the most popular one. What is it? The Dracula. I'm just using Dracula. Well, in VS Code, um, I mean, you don't have to. They just make things. A lot of the add-ons make life easier for me. The visual thing, it's visually appealing. Like the way Dracula looks, I like it because it's not too harsh on the eyes. You can tell the difference between things. I gotta say, I'm trying to find this thing though, and now I have no idea where I put it because it wasn't an actual Lua code thing. If it was, if this is gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be somewhere in replicated storage. So let's close the other ones. I need to find this now. I'm gonna be very pissed if I can't find it. Class. No, these are the old actions. Item magic. Yeah, man, I have no idea where I put this. I thought I might have put it in like the test folder that I created in client, but apparently I didn't. This is very concerning. Oh no. Is there uh I don't think so. Let me see. What? Maybe it's maxed out, dude. Let me try something. Let me try something. No, no filters. Advanced audio properties. Hmm. Hello. 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 Test. This is not changing anything. Oh, you know what? I mean, what's can I make this lower? If I make this lower, can you guys hear? No, no, this is no. That's just making me quieter, actually. So if I do this, ooh, actually, this might work. Can I change it to hello? No, that won't do anything. Hi, Bob. On YouTube. Okay, so this should be a lot louder now, actually. So I'm going percentages. So let's increase this to 300. 300%. How much louder am I now? Is it really that much better? Okay. I wasn't aware that I could actually increase it to higher than 100%. All right, cool. I hope I'm not blowing anybody's ear out because right now I just increased the volume to 3 times what it was before. Now I don't have to whisper into the microphone anymore. Awesome stuff. All right, I'm gonna give up looking for this thing because it's a waste of time right now. It's not actually doing anything. I feel like I'd have to actually listen to myself and actually. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna listen to myself on Twitch. Okay, I can tell you right now I'm not increasing it any more than that. Actually, what is my volume right now? Oh yeah, this is perfectly fine. This is a-okay. I know I don't need to look at what it was before. I know what it was before. I was struggling with figuring out how to increase it. I just kind of changed different things this time that I changed last time. Again, I didn't know I could increase something that's already at 100%. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that's all right. I figure 100% is like your maximum capability. So if it goes above 100%, I don't know what you're measuring here. What I'm saying makes sense though, right? Like is it better for you too, Snotty? Hopefully. Hopefully it's not too loud or anything. I mean, it was 100% before. Like it's been 100% for months. And I just now I tried going higher than 100% because I'm like maybe it's dumb like that. And apparently yes, it is dumb like that for some reason. I guess that's just the audio world. I'm not familiar with it. All right. Anyway, we do a long day. Hey, if you give me the suggestion, then maybe I would have done it earlier. If you told me, hey, your volume is, you can increase your volume by going above 100% total volume. No longer have to do that. Now I can be my wholesome self. I'll try to, maybe I'll experiment with making it even louder. I probably don't have to. I mean, yeah, sometimes if I'm like speaking away from the microphone, I could totally see that. Okay, so this is definitely an old one. I don't know where it is though. Where? Okay, here it is. Get rid of that. Get out of here. All right, I'm not gonna look up the thing that I was trying to find before. Just close out of these things. Actually, wait. Ah, here. Oh wait, no, never mind. False alarm. False alarm. All right, so we've got this stuff over here. How am I going to make this translate into opening the menu? So the problem here is, wait, menus GUI is not even here. Well, it's because I wanted to keep everything in one place, but I'm probably going to be changing this GUI display order thing. To some degree. All right, yeah, I'll keep it here. Menu GUI reverse lookup is equal to table. Look into the individual menus. So we've got these buttons here. Where how do I even okay, keybinds, activate menu button. How did I even do this before with this? Module client toolbox, GUI frame order reduction. This is all GUIs. This might have been the actual issue, actually, now that I think about it. Or at least one of the issues. Underscore comma v. There was no left side of this. Alright, I'll have to find all GUIs to see if this was used. This is something that can very clearly be cleaned up. There's just so many of these that are very outdated. So to make this easier on me, I'm going to do, I'm going to make it based on the name I put here. Settings is equal to player GUI. Oh, GUI binds is here. Ooh, okay, I see, okay. So this is what I need to look at. AGSTS. Is there, like, should I make this an attribute instead? I feel like it wouldn't be that much of an issue, and it would make life a little bit easier for me. I wouldn't have to create this table. And I only really have to add it here. And that way I can know what it is while at the same time. Man, I'll just go for this. AGSTS. Shop. AGSHP. Help. Keybind. What is it? Shop. Help. Keybind. All right, have a good one, Bob. Keybind. Let's get rid of these. Bestiary. Leaderboard. Which I still haven't fully finished yet. Party. Oh, STS is stats, not... okay, that's... Settings is set. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, wait, why is this not making sense to me? All right, so settings are good. PRT. Party is good. Friend, ignore block. Welcome back, man. We'll do map, which is not going to work for a while. Event. Quest. All right, next are the big ones. Inventory. Equipment. Skill. I call it player, but it's actually character. The character GUI. All right, that's all of them. So I can actually ignore the reverse lookup here. What I can do instead I do still want to look into that because that's not very store updates. It's not very like I have to change something with the display order here. All right, main GUI script. So what we're doing here is the same thing we want to do in keybinds. Activate menu button. So I need player GUI. I basically need this. Alright. I need this after. I need this down here. So we get the player GUI. If there's a GUI at the position, this is going to be v dot all right, table.find. Yes, okay. V dot name. Whoa, sub 3, -1. GUI actioned dot enabled is equal to the negation of that, maybe. We're gonna try it. So this is just for the menu itself. Let's see if this results in any errors for me. I mean, Dark Souls is a good game, so I wouldn't not want to make it. I mean, I've only been making this game, really. Module client toolbox 70. Wait, why is this an issue now? Oh, it's an issue because I changed the name of everything. Is this even used anywhere though? Like menu G is menu GUIs used anywhere? View menu GUIs. Okay, in the disabled client script, sure. The answer is no. The answer is just straight up nope. Neither is other menu GUIs. It's nowhere to be found. Okay, so we're gonna comment those out and try again. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's no walk in the park. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go start settings. Oh, you You rat bastard, what's going on here? Oh. Local. I'm gonna do this out here so we don't keep making a new one. Local menu GUI table is equal to that. Get children. All right, let's try that again. Next test. Now we do this again. Settings. Hey, look at that. Although it's kind of annoying that... Wait, what? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does it take 2 clicks of it? What in the world? All right. Print v.name. Let's try that again. All right. No, you're right, Bob. You're right. Never let me have too much self-esteem. Never. Not allowed. Bro, what? Stop. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to go back in there. That's so confusing. What? Yep. I was thinking the same thing with this game. I still do think the same thing with this game, but I get over it by saying everything that I do today is more than is done yesterday. Rome wasn't built in a day. Takes time, energy, effort, sometimes money. I see. Okay. I see what's happening here. Disconnect. No. The thing with I mean, you can make your own game, but I think to learn, especially, it is a very good idea to pick a game and kind of make a game that emulates that game to some degree. Like for me, it's MapleStory. For a lot of other people's, it's like Battlegrounds games or Souls likes. And the reason why I think it's like the best way to learn is because you have very specific things that you want to, essentially, you want your game to reflect that. So we can say copy, but you're not really copying everything. You see it and you want it to kind of look at least similar. And the way you do that, there's like a million different ways that you can code to make it look similar. That's the thing. Like I don't like calling things copies because yeah, I guess you can copy the idea. Like the idea is copied, but the actual systems can't be copied like that. It's not the same. It's not the same. Anyway, let's test this. All right, so oh, whoops. That has to go down there. That'll make a lot of sense. We do. We don't even have to. Oh, excuse me. We don't even have to defer. I don't think. I think we can just remove the defer entirely. Let's try that again. I don't know if I'm allowed to have real people in my Roblox thumbnails, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to avoid it no matter what. Amazing. Yo! Alright, now let's get these working. Alright, so the menu works. Now let's get the different other buttons to work. They could have also just redone it because people don't like to click on things that aren't like Roblox like, if you know what I mean. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh wait, no, let's undo that because I don't know what this is doing. Class main, class sub. Oh. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Yeah, we can get rid of that. 2. This doesn't have to be here. I'm gonna get rid of this function because it's completely useless. Can I put this here? Nope. Oh, wait. I think I might be able to. Yeah, I think this is actually just better. That doesn't do anything yet. Alright, so settings. I'm going to write this stuff down really quick because I'm about to do settings as well. Although not immediately. First I have to do the aura and element stuff. But I want to write this down anyway because... Wait, using spheres rather than cubes? Yeah, I'm going to keep that separate. So for settings, really quick. Now that I'm just because I'm thinking about it, I want to write it down. All right, man. Enjoy the gym. Gotta get on that calisthenics too. Healthy stuff for you, I hear. All right, so we've got. So yeah, show name on leaderboards. Or on donation leaderboards, because your name is going to appear on other leaderboards no matter what. Settings. Show other people's skill. Eventually, I'll have a skill transparency setting. What else? What other settings should I have? Hmm. Monster highlights, maybe? Item highlights, maybe? These are all just settings for later, maybe. Right, and as I think about it, I'll keep adding. Okay, so that's settings. Oh, like if I leave and come back, then yeah, that makes sense. Stats is pretty much done. Oh, this wasn't done. Oh, shoot. I do have to undo. Oh wait, no. I guess. I mean, I'm overhauling it anyway, so I guess I'll fix it soon. I just need to make it so that the primary class is displayed over here. So experience is done already. HPMP is done already. Oh, this is something I was thinking of actually. How the buffs and elements will look. So I'm going to have essentially toggles on the right always, and to the left of them will always be buffs that are not toggles, so they disappear. And debuffs I'm thinking of having underneath. I was thinking even making the toggles have like a white background. A white or no background. I guess elements don't necessarily need to have a background. Oh, I guess it would be okay for them to have a background. Also, player... Can I remove the HP GUI thing here? I mean, obviously I can. I just need to learn how. Characters. Probably humanoid related. Alright, how do I do this? health display type. Like, how do I? All right, I guess I have to look it up in Google, I suppose. Roblox. Hide health at top right. Also revealed in room. Always off. Would this be in GUI? What's the GUI that's always like created for you? Event free cam, I know. Friend ignore, help, inventories, or anything else over here? No, I don't see anything else over here. Let me go back here. Where am I disabling the backpack again? Jeez, my dog is going to town. Wow. Okay. Let me check what he's doing. One sec. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut some of his hair out. That's alright. I shall do it eventually. Alright, so where am I doing this? This has to be done... I'm probably doing it in the main client script, right? No, I'm not. Am I doing it in the main server script? Data store updates. I can just search for it. It's Start GUI set core GUI enabled. Stop. Module client inventory. That's where I initialize. Module client inventory. Ah, here it is. Player list emote type or emotes menu backpack. Health. All right, let's see if that solves the annoying problem. Based on comments on the internet, it does not. But I think it just did, so... Yup, it just did. Look at me just killing things with my arrow. I have to fix the, what's it called? The effects for it, though. There's not enough stuff coming out of it because I didn't actually update it in the code itself. All right. Oh wait, I got messages. What? Oh, everybody's saying yes to me. That's funny. Funny. Okay, so now that that worked, I'm kind of happy about that. We can keep going. The main GUI script. That's that menu. Next, the bottom frame, the buttons. Alright, this has to be basically the same thing. I have to change the name of this. Where are the names, though? Here. Oh, I never actually got rid of them. Cool. Character. It's going to be 0, 1, character. This is going to change... actually, before I change it to layout, from layout order to name order, I have to change the rest of them. Stats. So that's going to be stats 0, 2. Next is skills 0, 3 skills. Next is equipment. 04 equipment, then inventory. 05 inventory, help. 06 help. And last but not least, the shop. Which is technically the most important thing for me. 7 shop, yeah. Now I change the grid layout to name. All right. So now I have to basically do the same code that I had for the menu, except for the buttons specifically. Area display, that's always gonna be there, so that's gonna be fine. Left frame, this is where we're gonna have to have the other ones. So quest events and mail, actually. 01 quest, 02 events, oh, wait a minute. I don't have mail yet. Or I made the mail GUI. But it's not here. All right, AG mill mal May. It's gonna be Mal, Mill, or May. What should my mail shorthand be? Mal, Mill, or May? May. I'm gonna make it Mal. It's gonna be the mail GUI. Mail GUI. Zero 03 mail. Okay. I don't actually have to add that. Although I will. Mail, beautiful. I have to add mail GUI as a button in the shared keybinds thing. That's server. Where is it? Movement modules, okay. Keybind bindables. This is going to be equal to mail. Mail can be C17 underscore MAL. Alright, let's see what I broke by adding that. Mail, look at that. I've got the mail GUI thing. Let's put that there. Test it out. Hey, look at that. And then we got my test messaging thing, which doesn't actually work yet, but that's okay. Progress. Progress has been made today. They're all kind of similar to each other, I would say. I don't know C# very well, but I'm sure I could figure it out knowing what I know of Lua and, what is it? What is the other one that I know? Basic. Although C#'s like really convoluted, there's a lot of different crap you can add to it, right? That's the weird one. It's the same basics, I'm pretty sure. Loops, variables. Yeah, the only thing is for Lua you don't need to have type stuff. So you don't have to set variable as string or variable as number or whatever, or double or anything like that. All right. So I'm going to copy this because this is the menu button. And I get around actually having an activated event for all of the menu buttons because I just get the GUIs at that position, which is essentially the same thing as activated. Except better for me right now. I will have to make an activated event for these other GUIs though. Self dot for underscore comma v in self dot GUI wait, menu, is menu table used? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. Self.GUI dot I want to use menu though, so this is up here. So it's actually going to have to be this. Self.modules, module client, player GUI, GUI main GUI, GUI, main GUI. So this is the menu, which I got rid of. Cool, it's done. We're going to do left frame next. Left frame, get children, do if v is a image button, then cool. Because this is on the client, I'm not going to have a separate variable for the connection. I'll just do it. b.activated connect function end. Okay. And the function is basically this. So the name is here. Oh, did I not add mail here? No, I did. Okay, I just added it in the middle. Awkward. Player GUI. Do I have to set this variable? No. Now let me get rid of these prints over here. Alright, let's test that really quick, and if that works, then I can just do the same code for the rest of the menu GUIs, which is down here. Click that. Hey, look at that. Cool. So because that works, I am just going to copy and paste. Except for left frame, we're going to do bottom frame buttons. Bottom frame dot buttons. We already have bottom frame somewhere. That's fine. That's fine. All right, now let's make sure all of them work. Indeed, all of them work. Although I kind of want to remove this screenshot thing. Okay. Share. What happened? Whatever. It bothers me that that screenshot thing is there, but it's okay. They're trying to make it a more social game, which I am kind of in favor of. Ew. Alright, let's now that the menus work, which is what I wanted to finish 2 hours ago, let's work on these auras. Close that. Client skills. Alright. So here's what we're going to do with auras. Auras are not beams. We go back to skill visuals. We grab these checks. I'm going to uncomment out this. Add the else there, and a cry looking at this. Because this aura code was so bad. Well, it's because of a specific thing I needed to do with it, but anyway. So, the thing with aura is, auras have to last a certain period of time. But if you use either the aura skill again, or if you use the aura skill again, I want the aura to Actually, yeah. Do I want it to dissipate if you use it again, or do I want it to reactivate? I think I want it to reactivate because that would make the most sense during like a boss fight. You would want it to just reapply the time, so the time starts from 0. All right, so only one aura can be activated at any point in time. So if in the future I have different types of aura, so let's say I have sword aura, I wouldn't want magic aura and sword aura to mix. The elements can mix with the auras, so we have different versions of the magic aura already, but the actual types of auras can't mix. That means I will have... Should I have a value or an attribute on the player on the server? I think that would be the easiest way for other people to update their visuals. If I just have an attribute on the server for aura, and I have some kind of ID for what it is. I'm gonna write this down. So we've got aura. Let's say I want it to be a 3-minute duration. Reapplied on recast. Cooldown on continuous damage. This is how Bop was able to get to such a high level so quickly, because I didn't really have this kind of cooldown on continuous damage in the old version of auras. What should the cooldown be? Or I think I did have a cooldown. It was just really low. I think the cooldown is going to be like... Is it going to be like 1 second or 0.5 seconds? We'll figure that out. So 3-minute duration, reapplied on recast, cooldown on continuous damage. Removed when element changed. Counts as or shown in the buffs section. Yeah. I can also make Aura basically a toggle, but it would be a toggle that continuously siphons your MP until you turn it off. I feel like I can do that, but later. For now, I'll just have it be a kind of buff type thing, but it would be a buff that monsters can't remove, because I do kind of want some monsters to be able to remove some buffs in the future. So because I'm going to include it in the buff section, I will create the buff section now. Well, it's already created, but anyway, I'll write information about it now. It's going to be, so, buff section. So it'll have, here's the screen. Toggles. Debuffs are under toggles. Oh, awkward actually. So I can have auras to the right, no, sorry, to the left of toggles. Aura. Debuffs would be under toggles, but then where would buffs go? Maybe I was thinking I could put buffs in the same line as debuffs, or the same line as toggles and auras, but then that, like, buffs is going to be the longest line. You're going to have the most buffs, very likely. So maybe I should just make another line. How would this look here? It would look very awkward. So I already have main GUI top frame. Yeah, you see, so top frame, this is where I've been putting the element toggle. But I want to actually increase this. Also, this is kind of an awkward size, right? I could totally make this smaller. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks better. So yeah, we're doing that. I have to stop calling it top frame though. What is it going to be? It's going to be, I guess, toggle aura frame. Toggle aura frame. I'm going to duplicate this and move it down and call it the buff frame. Duplicate that again and move it down and call it the debuff frame. So again, that's there. Buff frame is going to be position. Okay, so position 1 on the X. Perfect, kind of. No, that's correct. 1 on the X. On the Y, though, it's going to be 0.06. And the debuff frame is going to be 0.12. Yep. Cool. And then under those will be where? Oh, right menu. Here you go. Oh, that is plenty far enough down. Okay, that's perfect. What did I do here? Okay. So I did the same thing here. I have double track frame. That's funny. I'll call this frame instead. Yeah, I want to figure out how I'm going to do this tracking thing too. That's going to be later when I work on quests again a little bit. Or when I get quests in here. I'll get quests back in here, and then after I get quests back in here, I'm going to make sure daily quests work. I'm going to make sure the tracker works, so if you track something, or when you accept something, it should go into the tracker immediately. Or if you want to track something specifically, you can just click track and it'll be putting it in the tracker. I want the tracker to be easily modifiable, so you can remove things and add things. And I want it to have like a max of 3, I think. 3 quests you can track at one time in the tracker. Because otherwise it would be too big, I think. I think MapleStory does 5, but yeah, 5 is too much. And the GUI for the tracker is going to have to be a little bit different than everything else. Now the cooldown frame, this one's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to have to make this smaller. But like not that much smaller. So instead of 183, I think I'm going to go with like 1, 2. This is going to be like 0.75. Alright, maybe a little bit bigger than 1, 2. 1, 5 maybe? That looks like it should be fine. Because I want the things to be small enough so that you can have like multiple things here and not get too overwhelmed. It might still get overwhelmed, but we can get there when we get there. Also, I think I'm going to have to change this completely. Yeah, I think the right frame is just going to be the cooldown frame, now that I think about it more. Yeah, I'll remove the track frame. Buff frame, it's going to be the cooldown frame. Put that up there, delete this. Yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna, I just removed it for now because the more I think about it, the more I kind of want it to be a pop-out thing that you can move around. Because the way I had it, I don't have this big enough to see. But the way I had it planned initially is to just have like a tracker here, and as you add tracked things, it just kind of goes down and down and down, and you just have up to 3 quests here that you can track. But if I have a pop-out frame, that's different from all the other frames. And when I say different, I mean like it won't be this color. It'll be like a blackish gray that's transparent. So that's the whole thing with the tracker frame. It'll be transparent, so you can see through it, and you can move it anywhere. Right now, I made it so that you can't move it anywhere. But since I got rid of that, I think I'm just going to make this the cooldown frame. Also, why don't I just grab the debuff frame, duplicate it, and then move it. First of all, call it cooldown frame. Delete this UI thing, add this UI thing, and move it lower at the same rate, which would be 8. Yes. That gives more space for the cooldown things too. All right, so on top here, on the very top is going to be toggles. This is basically going to be where your main element rotation is. The next one below it is the buffs, right here. Then the one below that is debuffs, and below that, and these things go to from right to left. So they start right, and the more you get, everything moves to the left of that. So eventually you'll have like 4 or 5 toggles up top, 4 or 5 buffs over here, and then if there's any debuffs, there's going to be less debuffs, but like between 1 and 3 debuffs down here. It'll move to the left over here. And then for your cooldown frame is going to be right under here. This is going to go up to down. So if there's anything on cooldown, it'll show up here. And then if you have more things on cooldown, the thing at the top is going to be the thing with the lower or with less time to wait. So the more time there is until it's used, or until it can be used, it'll be... Actually, no. I think I'm going to do it the opposite. So the... No, I have to go back on that again. Yeah, the one on top here is going to be the one with the least time to wait. So if you use a skill that has a 5-second cooldown, and then you use another skill with a 20-second cooldown, the 5-second cooldown is going to be the one that's always here, unless you use the 20-second cooldown thing 16 seconds ago. And the reason being, the reason I can't have it the other way is because if there's ever a situation where you have like a bunch of skills on cooldown, I can't have the skill that is about to be released from cooldown be hidden underneath something over here. So other skills can be hidden underneath, but yeah, at that point I'll probably change something with this GUI anyway, but yeah, we're good. I could probably make it move over to the left eventually too, so there could be like 2 rows of cooldowns. But again, I'll get there when I get there. So that is the plan for that. The reason why I had to go through all of that... Buffs, debuffs, okay. And then cooldown. There are no skills with cooldowns in the game yet. I just want to prepare ahead of time because I don't want to bog down the screen with too many things. So we've got all of that. Yep. So I'll have auras. So again, the plan is to... Oh, geez, that is... I moved the wrong thing here. What is this? Oh, this is the old client script. That's fine. We're going to go up to server player. All right, set attribute. We set a lot of attributes here. We're going to set another attribute. All right, so we already set element. I think it's going to be under element. Or no, it's going to be under action. Player set attribute aura. And every time you log in, aura is going to be blank. Or none. Right, blank or none. It'll be blank, it's fine. So we'll set aura. Can close out of that now. I do have to go back to server skills. Oh, jeez. So how am I going to do this? It's going to be players. Where do I set up the play? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's one of the places, actually. Where's the other place? Oh, here we go. This is where I want to set it up. So this is skill visuals. This can be activated by the local player or other players. So let's say for the local player, do I already have this thing? Yeah, I already have this set up. So I'll just do this. If player is equal to local player, then else. There you go. Current, actually this can be just no, I'll do it. Current aura is equal to nil. Self dot current aura is equal to player get attribute aura. All right, this changes This kind of makes up for this. Okay, we have aura info.aura is equal to and aura info.connections is equal to is it connections or connection? I'll do connection, that's fine. So what we're gonna do here is now we'll do connections. Connections is equal to table. That's another thing. What happens if a player uses a skill and then they leave immediately? I have to make sure that all of their stuff is removed as well from all the other clients. It's annoying. It's really annoying trying to take into consideration all of the annoying things people might try to do. Aura removed is equal to player get attribute changed signal aura connect function and well, yeah, if it's something bannable, but I mean regular things like just messing with the game mechanics. And also it's annoying because otherwise, because if they do something like that, I'm pretty sure it will result in an error at some point. Which is why I gotta think of all the things and plug those holes. For underscore comma v in do v disconnect. Okay, that's if there's a changed signal. Yeah, but what I mean is like so the thing is I'm doing all of this on the client side in order to avoid overloading the server with too many things. And because of that, I have to like do things multiple times if I want other players to see skills. Because the way I have to handle it now, and that's why it's taking so long, is I have to send data from the client to the server just to check damage. Then from the server, I have to send much of that same data to all other clients so that they can see the skill being used. Because if I just handled everything on the server, that then I can just send like the activation thing to the server, and then the server can handle everything, and then every player can see everything from the server. But that takes up resources from the server, and I don't necessarily want to do that. All right, Aura info connections. This is what we can do here. Aura is equal to get attribute aura. Okay. And let me go into the... Oh, you can't even see the code I've been doing. It's okay. I'm gonna... I have to select some of these things. All right. We got that. This is what we can get rid of now. So get rid of those awful, awful auras that have been here before. Duplicate. Move. Okay, and then all of these auras now have to be disabled. Cool, so that's Earth. Next, air. Duplicate. Wait, where is it? Air. And just disable, just like so. All right, next let's do fire. Disable those. And oh, we still have 2 left. Okay, so next after fire, let's do none, which is the easiest one. Oh, I never deleted. Okay, let me delete this. Magic aura. Disable. And last but not least is water. Grab that aura. Move it in there. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm going back here. Oh, you know what I want to do actually for Earth? Kind of want to do these for all of these, which means I have to redo what I just did. I'll test it for Earth because I think it's easiest to test in Earth. I've never changed. Oh, let me do 2 and 4 first. All right, sorry, 2 and 3 first, I mean. So size. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. And then 4 and 5, close. Same thing. Hey, what's going on, Luxdarity? So I want to do the same thing here. Oh no, I gotta. Close that. Change this. Nice. Yep. Working on auras. This should go down to 2.5. Okay. I'm liking that. The dirt, though, this is another one that I want to mess with. Have like a different thing. Close. I feel like if I do this, I might have to. Oh, the rate's already 50. I kind of don't want to mess with that anymore. What happens if I make the lifetime 3? Oh, it like goes wider. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just making the attachment on the humility report. I'm doing okay. I wish I was way further along in the game, but I mean, what can I do? All right, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So let me. None is gonna stay the same. Water is probably gonna change too. But let's delete these things. Aura and rising. Let's disable those. All right, Earth is good for now. Let me look at fire actually, because fire was the first one I made of these. So I want to see if this changes anything. Oh, I like that quite a bit. Oh no, it looks too good. That's what I'm saying. Looks too good. Oh jeez. Like it can't go higher, and like it has to go lower. Yeah, it can do this. Oh, what if I do this? Let's see. This really isn't changing anything. Well, no. This is go back to 5. I think I have to test 120 and probably like 720 here. To get more of a 120 and 720 to get more of a range. All right, 720 might be too much. 540. Trying 540. Rate of 50. Go back down to 25. Maybe make the size. Yeah, I have to be careful with the size actually. That's kind of fine, honestly. All right. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. We'll duplicate that. Move it into... Okay, I can't actually move it into Fire. Let me delete this. Preemptively delete that. Magic Aura. Disable. All right, Fire, Earth. Let me look at Air. Air is the one I spent the second least amount of time on. The least amount of time was the None, but I don't have to change anything in None. Size. I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, of course, I don't know how big I want this to get. Jeez. Alright, I'm okay with that. The circles can stay. Wait a minute. Nothing changed. What do you mean I'm okay with that? I didn't actually change anything. Fire. Air. Now I'm changing it. I was like expecting things to change. Human psychology is a hell of a drug, man. Okay, now the things are that I was expecting to happen are happening. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm actually curious what happens here. Oh, it becomes like more of a swirl. So... $180, I think, makes sense. I'm actually kind of curious. What if I do 1080, comma, negative 1080? It'll look all messed up. I'm pretty sure I tried this before. Oh, wait, actually, this doesn't look that bad. In fact, it almost looks like a water ripple. Alright, I'm kind of okay with this. I won't mess with it anymore. Alright. So let's duplicate and move. I just need to get it in the game. Alright, and water is the last one. This is kind of the one that I was looking forward to changing the most because this is the one that I'm like, it looks more like a galaxy than bubbles. I don't think that's going to change though, no matter what I do here. So circles are staying the same. Wait. Okay, this is what's being sent out, which is why we can't have it be too big. Yeah, because otherwise it's like everywhere. I think that's kind of fine, actually. Maybe a little bit lower. Okay, that's okay. Next. Size. So here's the reason why these are actually kind of fine, because this is at a rate of 500, and I don't need it at a rate of 500. Let's try 100. Let's try to disable the rest of them. Okay. I see. First of all, 180. Second of all, alright, I'm pretty sure this is gonna do, yeah, I don't want that. The thing is the aura is going to move with you, so doing a puddle where the player is standing is kind of... other skills later that change... okay, this is kind of okay here. Let's go to bubble. This one is the one that's like the miscellaneous stuff in the back, right? Yeah. I think this is actually fine. All right, cool. This one is the one where it could probably be modified a bit. Size. Let's disable everything except this one. Right, if I increase this, What's the transparency? So if I make it transparency 0.1, how does this look like with the rest of these things? Oh, I kind of like that. Personally, these can always be changed later too, but I do kind of want to keep this one. I do kind of like that with the random bubbles in the middle, and then these things like coming in a semi-random nebula-like order. I do want to increase the transparency slightly, though. Yeah, that's okay. What about the circle? These are already very transparent. Yeah, like 8.5 is like... Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm happy with this now. Way happier than I was before. So, water magic aura, cool. Now we just have to disable. These are also disabled. Yep, everything is disabled. Oh, geez, what time is it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to start heading out. So for the rest of today and tomorrow, I'm gonna be finishing auras and what was it? Auras, buffs, and elements. Right. Just make sure I write that down. Auras, buffs, elements. All I really have to do for the elements is make sure the element thing comes to the top right. And also code the actual damage and extra effects of the elements. The fire and air are pretty much half done already. The other ones have to be done from the ground up. Those don't exist in the game currently. So I should be either done or nearly done with that by Friday. But yeah, I'll head off now. And yeah, keep working on this stuff. Gotta go to the dog park now though. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one. Bye.